Alright everyone, so we're back. This is going to be a little tutorial about the differences between the GoPro Hero 3 and the GoPro Hero 3 Plus. The newer model that's come out here recently, the GoPro, they made some, on the outside when you look at it, it doesn't look like a whole lot of differences, but they did make some subtle differences that they look subtle, but they end up being pretty big differences between the previous model. Now the price range on this, the Hero 3 you can get at $329 most places. The 3 Plus is $399, so a little bit more. But I'll go through some of the changes they made, which kind of makes it worth it. First off, if you'll notice, you actually probably won't be able to notice this, but GoPro totally rebuilt the lens on the Hero 3 Plus. It's a major improvement, improved sharpness and color balancing, according to their website. So you can actually tell a big difference in some comparison shots from the 3 and the 3 Plus. Secondly, the weight of the camera, it's about 20% lighter than the Hero 3. And it's 20%, the camera itself is actually the same size. But the casings, the actual casing on it is 20% smaller. So a little bit more compact. You can see the differences in the casings themselves. I don't know if I can, the shadows here, a little bit redesigned on the top there. That was a 3 Plus as compared to the old Hero 3 there. It's a much smaller casing, as you can see there. Next, and this is a really big addition, was the battery life. On the Hero 3, the battery life, fully charged, filming at 1080p, could go about an hour and 36 minutes. On the Hero 3 Plus, it can go about 2 hours and 8 minutes, 2 hours and 9 minutes. So about a 25% improvement on the battery life on the 3 Plus. One of the biggest changes that you'll read about is the Super View mode on the Hero 3 Plus. That's probably the most talked about enhancement. And basically, long story short, what that is, it gives you the ability to capture more without the warping look on some of the older models, the 2 and the 3. So that's a big addition when you're filming. Also, the auto low light mode was another big enhancement they did with the 3 Plus. It's basically an automatic adjustment to your frame rate when light starts to become dimmer and it starts to get dark. Long story short on that one is basically what it does. Instead of automatically filming in 60 frames per second like it would on the 3, on the 3 Plus it has a sensor that actually reads when there's lower light, and it'll automatically, simultaneously while you're filming, can go all the way down to 24 frames per second, because the idea there is the lower frames per second, the slower frames per second basically, the more light you can let in. And so it's available to let more light in when it needs it without doing anything to the actual quality of the video. And then lastly, they improved the sound, redesigned microphones, and that really helped out with the sound quality, less wind noise, things like that, with the tighter casing as well. So a couple of, on the outside they don't seem major improvements, but it really makes a difference when you're filming between the 3 and the 3 Plus. So hope this video has been helpful for you guys, and y'all have a good day.